Hello and welcome. We are learning AWS Identity and Access Management. Inside IAM, we have three entities. First, IAM User, second, IAM Group, and the fourth one, which is little bit complex, known as IAM Role. It is complex because IAM Role is actually providing 5 different functionalities. Out of this, we have already covered first functionality known as AWS Service Access using IAM Role. Right now, we are learning IAM Assume Role functionality. Inside Assume Role functionality, we have two options: same account access and cross account access. We also covered same account access as well. Now, in this video, we are going to talk about cross account access. So, let's start this. Okay, welcome back. Now, let's understand cross account access. Before I'm going to explain you about cross account access, I just want to inform you that if you want to perform lab, you must have multiple AWS accounts. If you don't have, no need to worry, you can just watch video and get knowledge from it as well. So let's start this. So introduction. In IAM, Assume Role functionality can also be used for cross-account access. We already discussed about Assume Role, but it was about single account. Today, we are going to talk about cross-account access. Allow user or resources in one AWS account to access resources in another AWS account. So if you have like two companies and you want to allow access from one resource one company to another, you can use this as well. And I'm going to provide you exactly same example as well. So here, imagine that we have two companies. The first company is known as CloudStore Private Limited. This company having a high resolution pictures, they have stored this into the Amazon S3. There is one another company known as PhotoMagic Private Limited, and they want to access this high definition pictures because PhotoMagic is providing online photo editing facility, and they want this particular CloudStore's S3 bucket access so they can access this high definition pictures. So what we are doing, we are going to create the same scenario. First of all, I am going to the CloudStore Private Limited's AWS account. So if you look at this right now, I am inside CloudStore Private Limited AWS account and I am logged in as a root. Okay. Going to the S3 bucket, and here I am going to create one bucket. I don't have any bucket right now, so let me click on create bucket and I am giving name. Let's say that HD pictures, and let me click on create. So I just created one bucket. Now there is a name problem. Let's say that HD pictures .01. Okay. So CloudStore having this HD pictures 01 folder like a bucket. Let me upload some pictures as well. Okay, so I'm going to upload these two pictures. Right, and this is done. So this is actually high definition pictures we have inside the bucket of the company CloudStore Private Limited. Okay. Now there is a PhotoMagic as well. So if you look at this, right now I have another company, which is PhotoMagic, and PhotoMagic is going to access this S3 bucket. Okay, right now there is no way, but we are going to set up the whole process. Now requirement. PhotoMagic required access to the CloudStore's dataset stored in the Amazon S3 bucket to download a high resolution image for their editing platform. Okay, so requirement over here is CloudStore having resources and PhotoMagic wants to access these resources, and both parties are having their own AWS account. Now, we can fulfill this requirement using two ways, option 1 and option 2. Now, option 1 is not according to the AWS best practices, but I'm telling you about this. Why? Because when you are learning this, you may have this question in your mind that, okay, we can do like this. Now, I'm not talking about this. I'm just talking about roles, and then you have to find out answer of your question, and then you are going to the Google and ChatGPT and all this, and which is wasting your time. So I'm going to explain you using both option, but option 1 is not good. We should not do this. Option 2 is assume role. We are going to perform the whole process using this way. So option 1, create an IAM user for PhotoMagic in CloudStore account. Right. See, right now, imagine that I am actually CloudStore Private Limited. Okay. I want to give permission to the PhotoMagic user. Now, how I can do this? Okay. The simple is I am going to my AWS account. Okay. Here I am going to IAM, and I can create one particular user. Okay. I can create one particular user over here for PhotoMagic. Okay. This is one way that is okay. And then I can give permission that, hey, you have this IAM user account. Now you can access S3 bucket. Okay. This is one option. But is it according to the best practices? See, CloudStore creates a dedicated IAM user for PhotoMagic, granting it permission to access specific bucket. This is like the easiest way that we can do. But is it best practice? No, it is not. This particular option having many disadvantages. So let's talk about major 3 disadvantages. First, security risk. Sharing IAM user credentials poses a significant security risk. If these credentials are compromised, unauthorized access could occur, leading to potential data breaches. Why? Because, this IAM user is not my own company's. This user is actually coming from PhotoMagic. I don't know who is this particular person. I can provide access to my company's employee. If you are working with my company, CloudStore, I can create IAM access. How I can create IAM user for unknown person? Yeah, he is coming from my customer, but he is not actually working in my company. Okay, so this is not a good idea to create IAM user account for a person who is not working in your company. Credential management. CloudStore is responsible for securely sharing and managing the life cycle of this credential. Right. Now we are responsible. Let's say that if somebody left the company, then another person is coming. Then again I have to give the permission. Again I have to create IAM user. So what will happen? This will be my responsibility. Even user is actually leading PhotoMagic, and there is a new ID over there in the PhotoMagic. I have to create account for them as a CloudStore IAM root user, right? So this will be the difficult and limited or detailed. It is harder to track who accessed what and when, as action taken by PhotoMagic using IAM user credentials will not be easily distinguished from action taken by the CloudStore's own user. For AWS, they are not understanding that this is a user from another company and all this. They are treating all IAM user equally over here. So, how I can differentiate that this user X is from CloudStore and this user is coming from the PhotoMagic? So, this whole process becomes so complex. But if you want to do the same task, we have option 2, and this is according to the best practice of AWS. So what? Creating a role in CloudStore for PhotoMagic to assume. Okay. CloudStore set up IAM role with necessary permission for S3 bucket. This role trust policy allows entity for PhotoMagic's AWS account to assume role, providing temporary access to the AWS bucket. In this example, CloudStore Private Limited Company A, who is having resources. Let's say that CloudStore having this S3 bucket. So they have the resources, right? Is trusting account. It is a trusting account, and PhotoMagic, who is going to access resources, is actually trusted account. See, I have trust on you. It means you can use my resources. Okay. So I am having trust on you. So I am trusting and you are trusted. And because you are trusted, you are accessing my resources. So this is what we call it, trust relationship. Now establish trust relationship by specifying PhotoMagic's AWS account ID and Photomagic assume the role. So this is for you guys just need to understand. I'm going to explain you everything practically. Okay. First of all, we need to understand that I want to provide access of my resources. I am cloud store. Okay. So what I will do, I am trusty. So I'm going to create role. Okay. Here role. Let me click on create role. Here I am selecting AWS account. This account, no, we want to understand cross account. So here I am going to select another AWS account. Here it is my AWS account ID. Now I have to get account ID from Photomagic. Okay. So here Photomagic account ID we have, and I'm going to paste it. As per additional, you can enable MFA role. This we are not going to do this. Okay. So I just added Photomagic account ID. Next, which permission you want to provide? You can provide specific, but right now I am going to provide S3 full access. Okay. Role name, let's say that cross account access for Photomagic, right? You can give any name. You can also give short name as well. Now look at this. You will find out that this trusted policy that okay, we have added this and we have provided assume role facility to this particular AWS account. Okay. So this is what I said over here as well. Okay. I have role with the necessary permission. The role trusted policy entities for Photomagic's AWS account to assume the role. Okay. So now it is done. And we have this cross account access to the Photomagic. Okay. Now, Cloud Store's process is almost over. But we have to create one another user in Photomagic who is going to access this. Okay. But before I'm going to jump for this, I have to have ARN of this particular role. So I'm just going to copy this. Okay, here I am going to type this ARN, and also I am going to type copy and paste this role name. Okay, so this is our role name, this is our ARN. Okay, now I am going to Photomagic. So here in the Photomagic, going to the IAM, and I am going to create IAM user. Okay, who is going to assume this role. So no user, let's say that create. I'm going to say giving name photo editor. Okay, giving name so we can verify that okay, photo editor, or let's say that magic editor. Okay, so we can find out that okay, this is from the CloudMagic company. I want to create IAM user. Okay, custom password Indian@123, and let's next. Right now I'm not going to provide any permission. Okay, and create user. Now see, here we have only one user, but we may have many users in the Photomagic. Right? So if you have multiple users, everybody cannot assume the role, right? We have one particular person like a magic editor who is going to access or who is going to assume the role. Okay. So now what I'm doing, I'm going to this magic editor. Okay. In the add permission, I'm going to click on create inline policy. I'm going to the JSON. Okay. And I am just going to provide assume role permission to our magic user. How I can do this? This is a policy we have. Okay. Here we need to copy this. Okay. And here in the ARN, we have to add the role. So as you know that I already copied this ARN. Okay. So I'm just going to Control C and paste this. And if you look at this, here you will get account name and everything. So now I assign permission to my magic user that you are able to access or assume role. Okay. Let's give policy name. Cross assume. Okay. And let's click on create policy. So now everything is done according to the process. In this example, there is a trusting account and establish the trust relationship. Photomagic assume the role. Okay, so everything is done. Now, how we can verify? Sorry, I know that you want to watch full video, but full video is now not available on YouTube. If you want to watch full video, I want you to go to our website. When you will go to our website, you will find out our course 100 Days YouTube Challenge. I want you to enroll for this course by paying only 499 rupees for lifetime if you are from India. If you are from outside of India, you just need to pay $7 US. Once you will enroll to this course, you are going to get all full videos over there on our portal. You are also going to get certificate after completing the course, and we have just uploaded 120 videos. We are going to upload another 120 videos as well. So there will be total 240 videos. I hope we are going to meet inside the class. Thank you very much.